On August 2nd, I went to Toronto's Centre Island for the first time in my life. Yes, I've lived in Toronto for over 6 years now. I went to school here, and I've never once gone to the island until now. I didn't pack up my typical camera gear because I didn't want this to be a Kyle has a photographic adventure. I wanted this to be Kyle has a joyous experience, and sometimes it's easy to get caught up documenting something rather than experiencing it, and I didn't want that to happen this time, so all I had with me was my Nexus 5. I'm a bit of a nerd, so things like this really appeal to me. It's nice knowing how far away I am from things. It's kind of weird seeing how big the difference is between Vancouver and Halifax and the North Pole. I'm used to thinking of Toronto as being the center of the universe, not slightly skewed to the southeast of the country. Lake Ontario is freaking freezing. Some nice big waves, though. Yes, selfie. Now, it was only around 5 o'clock or so, and it started looking like sunset, which is kind of odd, so I pulled out the smartphone camera and started taking pictures because it was kind of pretty and kind of unexpected, and I wonder what could happen. The clouds started looking really dark and really dramatic, at which point I was starting to certainly regret my decision to not bring a camera with me because things were going to get awesome. I found this really cool wooden dragon sculpture thing. It looks like it's modified to shoot fire, I'm guessing propane or something, so as a Site 3 member, it wouldn't surprise me if somebody I know was somehow involved in making this. If not, I would actually be surprised. So cool for fire-breathing dragon thing. And the waves are getting bigger and the clouds are getting cooler, so yeah. Temperature dropped a fair bit at this point. Some pretty flowers. Clouds suddenly getting bigger and darker. But if you turn around, it almost looks like sunrise colors. It was kind of interesting what a 180-degree turn can do. Looks kind of bright and sunny. Looks awesome. What a lovely day. Yeah, sometimes I take a lot of pictures of the same thing, hoping to get one good composition that I can sort out later. At this point, I started agreeing with my girlfriend that we might be in for some not awesome weather, but we're definitely in for an awesome experience. Oh, that looks cool. At this point, I was quite certain that it was raining because that's not fog under that cloud. That's rain, and it's really cool to be able to see it coming right at you like that. CN Tower. It's Toronto skyline. It also started getting cool because we had these really dark clouds coming in, but they also had these bright, vivid, intense hits of just great, vivid cyan. So it was daylight breaking through these clouds, which is kind of interesting. Birds started going nuts. Leaves started blowing more. Single bird didn't go nuts soon enough and is now in a bad place. Hey, where did Toronto go? Clouds are right overhead. Oh, they're beautiful. Okay, Toronto, seriously, where did you go? We actually got hailed on pretty hard. So I thought it would be a nice idea to, picture it didn't happen, so you got to take pictures of hail. It's kind of like you wouldn't eat a meal without Instagramming it first, so if you get hailed on, you got to shoot it. That's just how it is. On our way out, we saw the Franklin's Children Garden, and I was a little bit too old to enjoy Franklin, but you're never really too old. I still loved those books. A garden and a little bronze Franklin and bear and snail. Lots of information signs, and a snail on a snail, which was so cute. I like this sign. And by the end of the day, it was dark, but it had stopped raining, and I took a picture of this building because I kind of thought the color was interesting. So that was my Toronto Island trip.